Hi there, this is Pastor Tabitha Purple. I'm doing my tip for the day for parents. Last week's tips were very long because I felt there was more explanation needed. This week we're going to try and keep them under 5 minutes. So here goes. The tip for the day is a reading competition. If you have competitive children, this might work for you. So what I discovered in my first week is that the reading portion was going really well for one child and not so well for the other child. Not because the other child doesn't like reading, but because that was time that he had to sit individually apart from me, and the anxiety surrounding his situation was meaning that he actually needed a lot more input. And so I thought this week just of an idea as just sitting down, chattering away to myself and to the children when they were outside playing, and I had some time to process how I was going to encourage reading. I came up with this goal of giving them a reading challenge and saying, okay, if you can fill your book paper by the end of the week, so they've got a whole week to do it in, then I will give you a prize. Now, I happen to be very organised. Most of their Christmas presents and birthday presents have been bought for this year and probably next year, if I'm honest. So I'm going to dip into those reserves and pull a few bits out that we always keep just in case of emergency. And this is an emergency. So what we're going to do is it was really important that the children read in their second language. This helps them to develop language skills, but just keeps the language mulling over in the head, especially because we're now fully in English at home. We have to make deliberate efforts to go into the Dutch language, which is our second language. So for us, this was a huge tip. It worked incredibly well. Both children started squirreling away and reading books, and you can see that just in one day they picked up different books that they were reading. At first there was some reluctance on the part of one child, and we overcame this by just encouraging him to remember that if he just begins, it will happen. Now, I think that's really important to remember because it can be quite difficult at home to find different ways of motivating our children. So the tip for today is about motivation. How do your children get motivated? When are they at their happiest to do something? What gives them joy? Mine happen to be at their happiest when they get a new piece of Lego that makes the whole world right. And we happen to have a stash of Lego. So therefore, if I can make something surrounding Lego, wonderful. And I think that that's the important thing here. Work out what motivates your child and then try and speak to that. And if there's an area where things are not going well, then focus on that if that bothers you in some way. For us, reading is very important. We're a very language-based family, so having words to express oneself is hugely invested in our home. And so that is a really big deal. So that's my tip for today. Try a competition, a friendly competition. Try something that motivates your child with a prize, a reward. Remember that they still need that because it's not their usual home environment. It's not their usual school environment. A school is its own reward, has a different rhythm and structure. Whereas now that they're homeschooling, they may still need those little pick-me-ups that give them the kind of, yay, let's go, we're doing well, moments that we like to celebrate. So tip for the day, motivational tactics, competitions and prizes. Have fun, and I hope it goes well. Bye-bye.